Well, Wilhelmina, thank you for your time and thank you for making time available in your busy schedule.
My name is Welheminah Nthangeni. I work for Rainwater as a program manager. I'm responsible for water infrastructure delivery projects. I completed my matric in 1997 at Rakotso High School. I enrolled in the ISCO Bridging School. My academic qualifications, I've got BTech in chemical engineering. I've got a BSc honors and MSc in technology management. I've completed a program in project management with University of Pretoria, as well as the program called construction adjudication. I'm currently doing my postgraduate diploma in future studies with a specialization in managing new technologies. I'm doing that with University of Stellenbosch. I am a registered professional engineering technologist. I also have certifications in Agile PM practitioner, and I also have international certificate in construction health and safety by NIBOSH being the National Examination Board in Occupational Safety and Health. I'm also a fellow member of Water Institute of South Africa, WISA, and an IPAT, which is Institute of Professional Engineering Technologists. I've learned throughout the years in terms of skills like solving problem skills, and system thinking approach, which is something that now it's coming up a lot. It's not new, but with recent issues that are happening with technology evolving, there's a lot of discussions around system thinking approach. When you have passion for something, you don't feel like you're straining yourself. It's automatically make you awake, because you keep on thinking about what changes can I bring, what is it that I need to learn to ensure that I improve myself. So yeah, that makes it easier for me.
What inspired you to become an engineer?
I guess it was by an accident, to be honest with you. So what happened is when I matriculated, initially I wanted to study accounting, and I saw this advert saying, okay, any matriculants that would love to improve their matric results, this is an opportunity, apply. Then I applied, got interviewed, and they accepted me. Some of the things that ISCO Bridging School exposed us to was going through to various mines. So during that time, that's when I saw what engineers were doing, and obviously they were doing different presentations, and that's when I fell in love with engineering, and I never looked back. I've got a BTech in chemical engineering. I needed something more challenging, hence I joined projects, but I was specific, in terms of the projects that I go into. So then I joined ESCOM as a project engineer, and then over time I was appointed as a lead discipline engineer. I moved to Rainwater as a senior project manager, and eventually got promoted to program manager.
A woman in the built environment?
We were a few females that were recruited, and we were fortunate. The team that we joined was very supportive. And you go through the ranks, become a foreman, and eventually they put you in the control room on your own, where you have to navigate and make sure that you know how to operate the plant. Everywhere was male dominated at the time, industry. But yes, the management and the team on the ground understood that we work as one team, and the objective is at the end of the day to make a production and make sure that the plant run smoothly.
Do you see more females coming through?
The females that are coming through are well trained, and they are supported. The challenge for females in the build environment is that we are mothers at home, And obviously, we also have to deliver when we get to the working environment. We cannot give excuses. 40% of highly skilled engineers or female engineers who enters this field, eventually they leave.
How did you experience the registration process as a professional?
For me, I would encourage people that would like to register with EXA to find mentors or find somebody, who has already registered with EXA to try and take them through, the registration process, and also how the report is supposed to be written, what are the critical issues that needs to be addressed, and in that way it will assist.
Now, you've seen both sides. You have been mentored and you are a mentor.
Being a mentor as well, one of the challenges and that mentors do experience is finding time, to sit down with mentees and to guide them. Also mentees, there is a challenge though, where sometimes they forget that it's a two-way, it's a two-way approach where they don't own up.
Well, that brings me to the question about, continual professional development.
It's my responsibility to ensure that whatever course that I do, it's related to the work that I'm doing. But what I've done, like you've indicated, you get so busy, and before you know it, boom, 5 years is over, and you have not accumulated, enough CPD points that you need. So what I normally do, and I'm still doing it, so I put sort of like a reminder on my calendar where I'm reviewing what I have achieved and what I still need to achieve, every 3 months. So it's a sort of like recurring appointment, because I have realized with the first two cycles, yes, it was a bit of a challenge. So it was then easier.
What is your take on the future of engineering in South Africa?
It's becoming a challenge, the shortage of highly skilled professionals. Because yes, one can argue to say, no, but there are people or engineers that are unemployed. When you say that there's a shortage, what do you mean? Unfortunately, because of what's happening in the country, it's one of the things that, are contributing to the engineers, leaving. If we are not involved and we are not keeping up with engineering developments, we will be left behind, and we would not be able to compete. For me, I think we really, really need to have this culture of innovation.
Yeah.
We need to encourage a lot of engineers to work together, which is something that sometimes lacks. We want to work, in silos, and that results in us not knowing exactly what's happening. And we must share information. Continuous learning and development is key. But I think with young engineers, what I've noticed over the years is that I've worked with engineers is that if you don't have passion for engineering, my advice is go find something else. And also one of the things is that you have to be proactive. You mustn't just wait for things to come to you. You really need to lead and find ways to contribute, and add value. Don't sit in the office, because you're not going to learn anything in the office. You need to go out there, put on your safety boots and overalls, and get dirty and dive into solving, real problems. Because that's one of the things that I've seen, that, graduates, young graduates, as soon as they join the company, the first thing they're looking for is an office. But that shouldn't be the case, because you'll never learn anything in the office. You need to go out there, get dirty and learn more, and work with the operator.
How about this question? How do you see yourself moving forward and contributing into this industry?
I love sharing information, and I will continue sharing information, and I will continue being in the space or in in various platforms that will give me that opportunity, to share whatever knowledge that I have, help in shaping the future of engineering and getting people to actually be interested in what the engineering fraternity is doing. Being appointed as the Vice President of IPET, which is the Institute of Professional Engineering Technologists. This is something that I deeply value, and this is something that I believe will also give me an opportunity to share or showcase, the knowledge that I have, to be humble, and you really need to be open to feedback. There's always room for improvement, and you really need to embrace, feedback from your colleagues, managers, clients, whoever, because in that way you will be able to identify areas where you can improve. Communication. I always tell them to my team, communication is key. Communication, sometimes I even tell them communication can either make or break, a project, or you can make it a success, or you can make it a failure. And it's something I think that we are taking it for granted. But for me, communication is really a cornerstone of being successful in the engineering space, in the project space, in whatever space you are in. So it's always important for one to communicate, and communicate professionally. So yeah, as we come to the end of Women's Month, I would really like to encourage all the women out there in the engineering and project management space to continue to break down these barriers and show, the world what we are made of. And I know we can do it. And I'm also encouraging them to register professionally with XLF. Like I have indicated, it's a very important step in ensuring that your skills and your experience is recognized and valued. And together we can create a more equitable future for women in engineering and project management. And thank you.
So once again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your contribution. I'm sure you and I will still interact quite a bit going forward.